45 days ago, we were about 15 cars behind our goal for the year, and we were failing to hit our budget. Brother, hope you're well. Thank you for working on this. The thought process would be that all 4 cars would be picked up around 12 to 1 p.m. on Friday. Our photographer would be flying in 9 a.m. that morning. He would be there 12:30, and then obviously the Koenigsegg goes to the service, and you have the address for the Bugatti and the other cars. We are in the final day of 2024. I'm just getting off the phone with Rami Simca of Blue Star. He handles all of our trucking inside of the US. He is in the process of picking up a Koenigsegg Agera RS, a very, very special Bugatti Veyron for us, and a few other cars. And the amount of logistics that are going on right now, we're gonna give you a little behind the scenes of really what 2024, how it will finish, where we're going in 2025, and just a crazy recap of all of the, I would say, logistical efforts by the entire team here at Curated. We normally sell about 10 cars a month, but this year was a difficult year. It was not an easy year with Curated, and we were a few cars behind coming into December, and we are up to, at this moment, counting this car and counting that car there, about 22 transactions for December, which is completely insane. It's double what we would normally do. And we'll talk about sort of how we got there, obviously hard work along that path. This is probably, to me, and looking at this car in person, I wish you guys could see it in person, because I don't even think photo or video does it justice. The presence of this car in person, the color, the condition, what this car represents is so cool. We had the opportunity to buy this car about 45 days ago and jumped into researching it. And now I'm seeing it for the first time, getting up close with it. This is one of the original CTR Yellowbirds. And this was essentially, in many ways, the fastest car in the world for many, many years. 211 miles per hour, the cover of Road and Track magazine, numerous magazines. We're talking about a twin turbo car. The entire car has been gone through. I mean, from brakes, suspension, roof really set a different bar with this. This car was finished. It was built for a Japanese VIP. It was built and finished in Germany at the factory. Some of the CTRs were not finished at the factory. Some had roof VIN numbers, some had Porsche VIN numbers. There's 29 cars that left the factory with a roof VIN number, and there was 30 CTRs with a Porsche VIN number. In many ways, you could say this is one of the greatest 911s of all time. And I believe, and we're still looking into this, there's probably 4 or 5, you know, of 3 that were actually finished as a wide body. So super cool to see this car. I don't know how many had a sunroof. I'm gonna guess a couple, a handful. But to have the production notes of this car from Roof, to have them do a major service, they basically went through everything. They did a complete valve job, major service, and prepared this car for us. And super, super excited to see this going to its next caretaker. We have to do a video about this car and his other purchase, which is a one of one, really one of 2 Roof Ultimates ever made. It's the only one that was built as a wide body. And the Ultimate, what's super cool, is the Ultimate was based on a 964 twin turbo carbon body as an ode to this original car, which is really the holy grail if you're a roof aficionado. So this car was finished at the factory. We've got some great notes. We're gonna do a massive feature on this, and excited to bring his Roof Ultimate together with this. So 2 cars, 2 very important roof cars that we sold in December. Again, so cool to see this here. I'm absolutely in love. This is a dream to me. And then this is so cool to see. I think we've sold one other of these. If you don't know what this is not a Ferrari 599. just a regular 599. This is an SA Aperta, so essentially hardtop convertible, GTO engine and transmissions. And imagine, only 80 in the world. Really, really stunning car, 1,300 miles. And this will be staying local, which is rare for us. Most of our clients are around the country, not necessarily South Florida based. So super cool to have this being delivered next week. Both of these cars are here, and a few more, many more on the way and being transacted almost virtually too in some cases, just because of this incredible spirit from the entire team, the sales team, the logistic team, the team in the back, all of operations, and this sort of group mentality of like, okay, we're gonna achieve this goal. So to see the fruits of our labor in front of us, and the entire team get together, there's some really special stories for December 2024. So if you guys don't know yet, my co-founder in the business, Jordi Ricart, launched his book this year. And I don't think it is a coincidence that the company's been able to have this kind of success and at the same time really reimagining the core of Curated. I think what we did this year after Jordi started writing his book was integrate that philosophy even more into Curated and sort of double down on that philosophy. And listen, I'm not going to get into too much about the book, but it's the story of Curated and Pay It Forward. Me and Jordi will, I promise you guys, we'll do some sort of a podcast on the full story. But it was really about Curated sort of awakening the heart of all of our team members, every person in the building, to the point where, you know, we do these Monday exercises, we've done meditation together, and really connecting the mind and the heart together, and through being vulnerable, sort of being authentic in conversations, being authentic with ourselves, and watching the company grow. And, you know, it's really about, you know, we've always said we're a conscious capitalism company, but it's really doing the work and doubling down in that work. And what I've seen has been unparalleled. I'm seeing, you know, Gabe is working on all of these deals and helping to sell a Veyron and a Koenigsegg and all these things that are happening. A new young rookie that's with us, Ross, doubled down and pulled a complete John Temerian and found this hidden missing Mura S, which there's a very good chance that this Mura S was actually my father's car at one point, a car that needed some work that he fixed up and sold. Steven closing, I think yesterday, on a Mura that we had bought earlier this month in Belgium, a very important collector with a museum type collection that Steven's been just keeping in touch with and trying to help him develop his collection. So really, the entire team has been planting these seeds, and I would say all of these seeds and all of these pursuits and all of this journey is based on their passion, doing the right thing by our clients, doing what feels good in the heart. And it's so cool to see it all come together. I would say, you know, what's so exciting for me as we wrap up the year, we're also working on, and I should say Herschel's working on, another complete unicorn, like the first CLK GTR Roadster, maybe even something a touch more rare. That'll be interesting to share with you guys early this year, and to be ending the year and then going into 2025. We have right now, coming from Italy, we have a one-off Michelotto 348 that I'm absolutely in love with. That car is coming from Europe, actually, to be shown at Cavallino. We have a PTS Carrera GT. That's actually, it's so funny. That's a great story. That is the car we sold. That's the yellow 550. He's actually going to the office. I need to call Tyler real quick. We just sold the most incredible, you can't even imagine paint to sample Carrera GT. Our dear friends at the Kidston Group helped us find this car, a dark blue on blue paint to sample Carrera GT. It could be the only one in that color. So it's really cool to be moving into these modern classics, closing this year, moving into 2025, and I will be hitting the road with Sergio. We have a white Countach low body, a very famous car that Bob Wallace worked on famously, a white car being worked on at Cremonini. We'll probably go see that. It'll be the first time it's finished in its original white paint. So all of these special cars that are being prepared in Italy. So we'll be going to Italy. We have a massive surprise coming for you guys in Italy. You'll see. I'm not gonna tease it yet. And then end of January will be Cavallino. We'll be showing the yellow F50. We'll be showing this one-off 348. It was a one-of-one called the GTCS, built by Michelotto for a VIP client. And we will also, stay tuned, be going into probably the most important collection of original cars in the world. We'll be delivering a car to a very passionate collector. So all of these insane things going on. I'm excited. The logistics right now are a little insane. And I thought, you know, what a way to bring you guys into it. I wanted to give you a behind the scenes look at really sort of what faith, hard work, opportunity all come together, and really anything is possible. For us to sell double what we normally sell in 1 month is completely insane. What a way to end the year. We are negotiating a few deals on this car right now. Unfortunately, it is not to me. The way my bank account is set up, this is not in the cards, but this is to me a grail car. One of the coolest cars we've ever had. This is how I would spec a Veyron new. I've talked about this. Doing a final test run of this, maybe before it goes to a next home. I don't know if it'll close today, but we'll see. So as we wrap up the final day of 2024, I cannot thank you guys enough, all of our supporters, fans, the entire curated team, for making this year a complete dream. This is the realization, in many ways, the physical future realization of what we've been working on this year. And that's focusing on our passions and focusing on dreams, fulfilling dreams, not just for our clients, but also our team members. And we will build a massive, almost 6 feet tall dream counter of every car we sell, all of the historical dreams. And I think for us to hit our goal now and be down, imagine down 10, 15 cars, which is a lot of cars when you think about the size of our business. And you know, we'll know the final numbers, I would say maybe today, in the next couple days, as we close all the contracts. But to hit our goal or exceed our goal, I think the proof of that, it isn't a coincidence. You know, focusing the company on love, on the passion, showing the real-time results of those passion, and definitely, I think overall it's infectious. It's infectious within the entire team. It's infectious with our clients. And really excited to see what 2025 has to hold. So thank you guys again. Love you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and Happy New Year.